Hello and welcome to Hillside Gardens for another UWE Bullets home game today versus LEEDS BECKETT CARNEGIE. My name is Craig McLeod. Joining me on commentary today is Chris Tebbett. Chris.
Hello everyone, I'm absolutely thrilled. My first time doing a UWE Bullets game. I've been to Hillside Gardens a fair few times, but never on the stick.
And yeah, we'll have a good time with today's game, Chris, as we see the players are just going out for the coin toss, and we'll be shortly getting underway. Of course, this game was scheduled to be played before Christmas. However, due to classic British weather, we had to reschedule, and here we are.
And kickoff.
And UWE will be receiving the kickoff to start today's game.
I tell you what, they are just resplendent red jerseys, aren't they?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're looking crisp. UWE always a good uniform matchup. Would like to have seen the all red versus the all black.
I was hoping for that, if I'm completely honest.
But we'll take. At least we can still tell who's the home team, who's the away team.
Yeah.
So last time UWE played on this field, they suffered their first loss against Nottingham Gold, and they'll be looking to correct things today versus a depleted Leeds side.
It is a very small side, but like every time I see a LEEDS BECKETT side here in Hillside Gardens, it takes me back to an absolute corker of a game a few years ago that came down to the final play of the game and sent the UWE Bullets to the championship matchup, which of course they won. But amazing, just amazing.
Yeah, that was an incredible game, and that really set the tone for what UWE needed to do to win that final when it came around. That was the second of UWE's 3 in a row. But yeah, that game, some good memories between these two as we hear the whistle as Leeds get ready to kick off.
Bit of a low drive, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, directly out of bounds on that one, so that one will be coming out a bit further for UWE. Not what Leeds want against a high-powered UWE offense that put up some points against them in the reverse fixture last year.
It's going to be a very, very interesting
Free kick out of
game.
bounds by the kicking team. Ball be placed 30 yards from the spot of the kick. First down.
And that was Ewan Patterson, our head referee for today.
You know, you've got to expect that the UWE Bullets are coming out of this holiday break ready, willing. Obviously, it's a strange situation to find themselves in, you know, not in first place. Obviously, the Gold, they're 6-0, but it's weird to see the Bullets chasing.
Yeah, and, you know, some people will say it's better to chase. As we see this opening run play to start the game. Big hole down the middle as we see a nice run. Nice little juke coming through by number 5, Josh Brees. He's still on his feet, still going down the sideline. And taken down by number 61 after a huge gain.
I'll tell you what, after a massive run like that, you are going to be disappointed that you didn't quite hit pay dirt, but a great juke, and he's right down there.
Yeah, as we see this, as we see a replay while they're just setting up. Just big gaps down the middle. UWE setting up quite quickly, though, all things considered. Looking at the replay, great blocking up front, and just as we get here to the halfway line, that, shifty, to say the least.
A great knee slide from number 8, Beckett. And we're looking at a throw.
Going to the air. Nobody around him. That's number 19, which we have down as Justin O'Neill-Riley with the touchdown. And that is a great start.
I mean, they do make it look easy, don't they?
Yeah, they can do. And as we were going back to that first point that you brought up, sometimes a loss just focuses a team. And UWE really feel like a focused team ever since that opening loss.
You know, it does beg the question, what would happen if that ball did not go out of bounds for Leeds? Would it have been that simple for UWE to get into the end zone?
Sometimes it can be a mental... you know, some mental anguish when you give up a penalty so quickly. You already feel on the back foot despite not even playing it down yet. As UWE take in the 2-point conversion, of course, anybody that's new to watching UWE football, they will be going for 2-point conversions, and will be going for it on 4th downs as they appear.
And just completely untouched going in there.
Yeah, again, that comes down to just the great blocking of this UWE front five. This unit really do a good job for some talented running backs to make some really good plays.
It's one of those things where you just expect the Bullets to be so explosive and like cinematic on offense that it's sort of classic football. Sometimes you forget that there is an O-line there doing the blocking.
Yeah, it's come up a few times. Like, there's nothing better when you're commentating on a game or watching a game. I imagine it's better when you're playing it in this position, though. But when you see a play and it's a running play and you think, oh, they've only made a yard. Turns out it was a 6-7 yard gain, and it's because they got tackled by the offensive line, but the offensive line had driven everybody downfield.
For me, like, I think that is one of the big keys of, you know, a good team and a great team is pushing people forward.
Absolutely. It's all about those individual drives as UWE line up for their first kick of the day.
Oh, and good hands there from Beckett.
Yeah, that was an onside kick. Might be a bit surprising to see, for people watching to see an onside kick this early. UWE speaking with their head coach, Pete Jones, who's acting head coach with Dan Mayer on paternity leave at the moment. Congratulations to him and his partner Sophie on the birth of their child Ari. But yeah, speaking with the coaches over at UWE, it's something that they were practicing and something they discussed with the Leeds head coach that they will be doing. So Leeds were prepared for that to be happening. Leeds lining up first down at about the 45-yard line.
Back's in there. 42's got it.
And that will be a tackle for a loss. Looks like it'll be about a 2-yard loss, 3-yard loss on the play. UWE's front there just driving right through this offensive line, as you see. Number 9, number 57, really forcing 42 to try and bounce that out and just straight into some more UWE defenders. This will be second down, about 13 for Leeds. And you see the motion coming through. And number 80 looking to try and make some moves, unfortunately wrapped up well, and that is another tackle for a loss, bringing up third and a long way for this Leeds offense.
Seems as though the Leeds Beckett QB had a bit of trouble getting his hands on the ball, and just that split second of timing being off, you know, UWE are just going to eat in the backfield.
Absolutely. With those plays where you're relying on motion, it all has to be done without a hitch. Otherwise, you slow down, you let the defenders through, and we just seen what happened there. 3rd and 18 for Leeds. Looking to the air, big shot downfield, and that is intercepted by UWE. Lots of space, going to the open field, being chased down by number 86.
And 86
and it is great tackle. And that was Daniel Spafford with the interception. There is a flag down.
I tell you what, that pursuit from number 86, and for that, you know, diving swipe tackle, you know, realistically textbook from Leeds Beckett, saving that touchdown.
Yeah, anybody on offense knows when you have to change from an offensive player to a defensive player. Let's see what the penalty
block
is.
in the back, number 42, return team, 10-yard penalty, first down UWE.
Yeah, and that's Leon with the block in the back, unfortunately. Brings the play back about 10 yards, but really good return. As you were saying, good hustle from number 86 for Leeds there. As you can see, look, he's on the back foot. Look at him pick it up and turn him around. He's out of screen right here. And here he comes, good pace, gets down, going straight for that foot and just gets there.
You know, absolutely sensational tackle there, absolutely amazing.
Great hustle and really a bit of an arm punt from the Leeds quarterback there. As UWE going to the ground, number 22 running straight up the middle. Good tackle, should be enough for a first down after the run by Alexander Eden.
You know, the thing that scares me about these UWE running backs is they never look like they're going full speed. And that worries me, because the second they can unleash those jets, it's game over.
there are some patient runners that you can see here. They're trusting their O-line to create the lanes, and you do love to see it. Just that bit of harmony as we see first down going to the air, over the top of the defense. That is Ethan Gretzinger with the throw to number 88, which I believe is Tim Lucas. It is Tim Lucas with the touchdown. Great throwing catch.
I mean, absolutely on a dime, just over the head of two Leeds Beckett's players. They were just marveling at that ball almost.
Yeah, I think Ethan does throw a very beautiful ball. It's easy for us to stand around and watch it, but when you're on the field, you've got to do something about it. Maybe a bit of deception with how well it was thrown, as we see UWE go into the ground again. And it looks like...
I mean, a great tackle from Beckett.
Yeah, just trying to see if we can get confirmation on if they made it or not. No, no good. As we see this again, good blocking up front, but just good effort. A good tackle from number 31 for Leeds there.
I mean, it just seems night and day from the first 2-point conversion, that just completely untouched going in.
Yeah, it's one thing you realize quickly is when if you're on defense and you can see space, chances are the running back's coming through that space that you can see. You have to close that up as quickly as you can. Leeds unable to do it on the first 2-point conversion, but that time did a lot better job of sealing those gaps.
Yeah, it's good to see that like Leeds Beckett are evolving as a team. Obviously, they're not having the season they wanted to, but as far as I'm concerned, it's still a great effort from Leeds Beckett to keep playing these games. And I think the future for Leeds Beckett is going to be going back to the brightness that they had last year and the year before.
Yeah, Leeds obviously had a bit of turmoil facing them, and the head coach Mike Ripley's come in and he's doing a good job with a depleted squad, lots of injuries, lots of players on gap years in industry, as UWE go to the air with a big booming kick. Number 80 looking to do something with this return, and just getting gobbled up after a gain of about 15, taking it to about the 23-yard line, 23-yard line for this drive.
It's one of those things where, because this national premiership is brand new, for Leeds to still come in and compete with the best teams in the country, like, as far as I'm concerned, they're still up there, but it's going to be the next few seasons, probably next season, that's really going to test the mettle of Leeds Beckett, I think.
Yeah, it can be hard when you're going to when you're going to be a depleted team for a year, facing stiffer competitions because of this Premiership's update and this Super League update, and to want to compete is just going to do these players wonders, as we get to see a tackle immediately from the handoff. He was nearly able to tackle the quarterback.
I think that might be number 91. Danny,
yeah.
I tell you what, I had the unfortunate task of playing centre against him during a Lincoln Colonials Old Boys game, and I was just not happy the whole time. Not happy that game at all.
No, I wouldn't be happy if I was out there at tackle, but then I am also only 80 kilos, so I'd be unhappy out there anyway. As we see second down here for Leeds. Bit of a snap, it's been dropped, ball's down on the floor, bit of a scramble, UWE hands in the air, and it does look like we're seeing the offense run on the field.
I tell you what, Leon had a terrific running start there. I mean, he was heading straight for the quarterback, but...
Yeah, he timed that well. You can just see him here, center of your screen. Gets cut block, but probably caused a bit of disruption just with how well he timed that to just put everybody off. The quarterback's eyes could have been looking in that direction. Seen a few wayward snaps from Leeds though, and it's definitely put them on the back foot to start this game and given UWE fantastic field position here. You see the motion with the sweep with UWE, and it looks like there's going to be space to the outside.
Let's have a look what the refs are saying.
Are they giving the touchdown? They're saying out of the one. Looks like out of the one for Justin O'Neill-Riley on this sweep. Yeah, I believe it was out of the one. So that will be first and goal for UWE. And we see an empty backfield.
Another pop motion.
And they're just making sure Justin gets his touchdown after the hard work he put in on that previous play. UWE in the end zone once again. And things getting out of hand quickly for this Leeds team.
You know, like this UWE Bullets O-line is just so proficient at opening up these gaps, and it's artful, masterful to see at points.
Yeah, and you know, that's a testament to the players themselves, the hard work they put in, the coaching that they go through as well. As we see UWE with a straight up the middle 2-point conversion, bringing the score to UWE 22, Leeds 0. But yeah, back to this offensive line. Pete Jones done a fantastic job with this offensive line. He has done for years. He's been coaching for a very long time, and just passing on some knowledge and schemes and things like that. And just, as we've said before, that offensive line is a team within a team. And they really seem to be clicking on all cylinders here.
You know, there is a reason the Bristol Aztecs made it all the way to the Brit Bowl last year.
Yeah, I believe it was it Manchester they faced in the final? Is that right?
No, it was London.
It was London.
It was London.
Right, yeah.
All South final last year.
Yeah, and congratulations to the Aztecs. I'm going to be playing in Europe this year as well.
So.
As UWE get ready for the kickoff here.
Great catch, good hands. Trying to cut right, but...
Yeah, great coverage there from this UWE team. Really, that is number 3, Elijah Williams on the tackle. Great driving down the field and not giving this Leeds team any room to breathe at all.
No, I think the thing to watch out for Beckett here is the snapping. You know, I have experience playing at centre, and there is nothing worse, because obviously you're firing that ball straight between your legs. You have got no clue what's happening for like a good few seconds before you turn around and your QB's on the floor. He gets up and looks at you with disgust. You know, but it just throws off the timing so much. But a good snap there.
Immediate tackle, and that was number 9. I'm trying to see on my team sheet here. I believe that was Dior Akbar with the tackle. As we see the good penetration here, little juke move inside, letting the team. Obviously, the offensive line were looking to step outside, get that outside run game going, just left that space for him. This UWE team are too quick to be leaving blockers behind that are going to be in your way.
And a sort of touch back on the snapping, like that ball was a bit floaty. You need it to get a bit more direct when you've got these D linemen who are so quick. Ball is out, and it's an interception again. Number 28 has got it, and he's running left. Still in bounds. But number 71 of Leeds Beckett.
And that was Chitim Wickle with the interception. Bit of a I couldn't see many Leeds players around where that ball was thrown to. I don't know if he just there was a bit of miscommunication on the route here. You can see the ball a bit wobbly in the air.
Oh yeah, there's not a black jersey in sight there.
Yeah, definitely a bit of communication, and some of this could just be in their own heads now. Maybe some disruption with that pass rush, not letting the ball go as deep as it was intended. As we see go into the air, looking to make some space, still looking down, little pop pass.
I mean, it would have been amazing if he managed to get that off.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I believe he was looking for Jax Crawford there in the end zone. Yeah, that's Jax.
You can see there, number 5 just seemed to stumble into number 13 there, which, you know, could have disrupted the play slightly, but
I don't think that we saw that play as written up.
No, definitely not. They're trying to do that Detroit fake stumble, I think.
Yeah. As we see second down for UWE. Going to the air again.
And a low pass, but
unlucky.
Unable to find number 8 there, just bouncing it off the floor.
Yeah, Noah Clack on with the intended receiver there. And the ball came out quick. There's good speed on the pass, good direction, keeping it away from any defender, but just out of reach.
You know, now we've got a, relatively rare UWE Bullets third down.
I mean, 2 plays in a row where they've not made any yards. They're going back to the run game to guarantee some yards. We see a nice little juke there from Brees, trying to find some space. He's finding it with a beautiful spin move with one more man to beat. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Brees.
I tell you what, if you're playing Madden or college football on your Xbox, what he did there was he was just mashing buttons. He was just mashing buttons. There was spin moves, there was jukes, and he's found the end zone.
I've never seen a man press circle more times. As you see him bounce off the players, losing some yards just to gain some more, and just shifty feet as he makes his way into the end zone.
Look at the wake. Look at the path of destruction that he has left there. Look at the Beckett's players on the floor.
Josh Brees Lightning with the touchdown. And incomplete pass on the 2-point conversion makes this a 28-0 game. As we see this run again in slow motion. Good. The feet move so quickly. Everybody thinks they've got a chance to get him as he just finds his way around, keeps his center of gravity nice and low.
It does look like there, unless my TV, that he did make 3 Leeds Beckett's players miss at the same time. I mean, I don't think I could dream about having moves like that. I think I'd do myself damage thinking about doing some of those. Yeah,
I tore an ACL just watching that thing. And that was a fantastic run from Josh Brees there. And this Leeds team have got to be thinking, what can we do to stop the bleeding at this point? I think discipline. I think just discipline on these offensive plays. Don't focus on the big play. Worry about getting a first down and take it from there. What do you think, Chris?
I really do think that. I mean, we look at that pass last time where it was just, no Leeds Beckett jerseys around. And another onside coming towards us.
It'll be out of bounds.
So it's going to end up in some decent field position for Leeds Beckett. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can manage here.
Yeah, turn this into something. Turn this into something where you can make this UWE team think. At the moment, you're just playing right into their hands. Sometimes literally playing to their hands.
Kicking team. 5 yards will be added on to the end of the kick. First down, Leeds Beckett.
So Leeds will be starting with the ball in UWE territory. Leeds lining up 1st and 10. As we see some motion in the backfield.
QB keeper, but just unable to get anything there, and you could see that number 0 for the Bullets, Robbie Kendall, was trying to punch that ball out.
Yeah, I think it might have been out of bounds already by the time he tried, but listen, we all love a trier. And as we see the replay here, UWE, the pursuit is just amazing. They break their way through. You can see the players are already through like you would want in a play like this, but just everybody on the outside. Everybody's heads up. Everybody's reacting. And once again, Leeds losing yards on the play.
The 2 receivers on the left. Beckett have been using this split T formation as well.
I mean, I'm not one to call people lining up offside, but it definitely looked like it was the case.
But, a decent completion there. They were definitely stacking that side of the field. And it's going to result in positive yardage for Beckett, but not that much.
Yeah, maybe even just back to the line of scrimmage here as you see the play go out. And I wonder if UWE were telegraphing that play a little bit. You know, you saw it, Chris. You saw them lining up like that and were just, something was up, something felt a little bit different.
It's even on that first play, motioning the man across and then going on the QB keeper again, just overloading that side. But they do have a receiver on the right. Quick fire. Oh, and that was close.
And that was a good hit there from number 24 against number 80. That was a nice quick pass. Leeds looking, one thing we noticed with this quarterback is he is trying to get the ball out of his hands quickly. It's making a read, getting the ball out. Good delivery on this, but just really good coverage, just interrupting the pass before it can be completed.
But yeah, that board's absolutely on the money.
And I believe we're going to see our first punt of the day.
Well, that's it. It sounds so strange that is punting, you know, a win instead of an interception returned for a fairly staggering amount of yards.
With how this game has been going, this is definitely a positive. Pin UWE back at you've given them 2 drives within 15 yards of the end zone. Bit of space here, and that might be a block in the, yeah, we're seeing some flags around, blocking the back. Number 4 for UWE still running. Darius St. Robinson finally going out of bounds. But we will see this come back, I believe, for a block in the back.
The refs are very quick to throw the flags on the field there. There's no doubt.
Yeah, it did look a bit egregious from our point of view, and I'm sure the refs had
return,
a better.
block in the back, number 91, return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down, UWE.
And once again, that's our referee, Evan Patterson, joined by umpire Kieran Smith, head linesman John Ireland, line judge Amir Brooks, and back judge Trista Halverson. As UWE line up here for 1st and 10 from probably about their 14-15 yard line. Let's see what UWE can do with a lot of field in front of them.
Scrambler now, gets it to number 15.
Yeah, good job finding his way to his check down man. That's Joshua Petrie with the reception, and I believe he got enough for a first down. It looks like the chains are moving.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you've got to be impressed with Leeds Beckett there, being able to, you know, get within touching distance of the UWE Bullets quarterback. That's a positive step as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you're always looking for some positives that you can build off of, especially if you're an underdog team. If you can do it once, you can do it again, as we see UWE going with the sweep by the looks of it. Running downfield is number 7, Jax Crawford, going out of bounds around the halfway line.
Number 86 of Beckett just banging him out of bounds. Again, I'm impressed with the pace of number 86 for Leeds Beckett.
Yeah, he's definitely got some burners on him. We're seeing him play both ways. Obviously, made the tackle on the interception return for UWE as he was playing wide receiver. Now he's out playing cornerback, having to chase down Jax Crawford on that sweep play. As we see a run up the middle, good patient running, still on his feet, number 15, Josh Petrie again, still on his feet, spinning and going down eventually.
Number 42 there for Beckett, just managing to get him down, and it seemed like almost like a last chance saloon there to prevent UWE from scoring a touchdown, another big running touchdown.
Yeah, as we saw, a nice patient run-in. This is definitely something that's being taught here at UWE. Just patient run-in. Trust that line to make the blocks.
End of the first quarter.
And I imagine if you're a Leeds defender, you were thinking, oh no, not again, with all the times the spinning and sidestepping and juking and hurdling and everything that these UWE players want to do. They seem to be able to manage, but Good tackle, and that takes us to the end of the first quarter. UWE ball around the 28-yard line. So Chris, going into the second quarter, is there anything you want to see more from UWE, from Leeds? What are your initial thoughts after 12 minutes of play?
For me, like, those quick passes for Beckett they're just almost there. They're just almost there, and like even being able to just load that left side of the line. Again, they had a completion. Again, it may not have been for a lot, and you may be facing being behind the chains, but you know, again, there are positives to take away. Even on the defensive side, you know, being able to get to Gretzinger, being able to get to him. But I mean, the run defense for Leeds, let's be honest, that's where these problems are really, really coming through.
Yeah, they're definitely in their head a little bit when it comes to this run game. They've let up many a big play. It's not often that UWE are getting tackled for a short gain. As we see another sweep play.
Oh, wow. And that was handed off to Josh Petrie, and he throws it in for a touchdown.
As we see again, yeah, you see the ball in the air there, throwing it up to Justin O'Reilly. I believe that's Justin's third touchdown of the game. And I tell you what, good job from number 31, staying in coverage, not getting brought into that run game. Unfortunately, that pass right on the money. UWE with another score.
Also, they now got two players with a passing touchdown on their record books for the day. And it goes to Petrie, so he's thrown it in, and now he's got the 2-point conversion as well.
I'm sure he's more than happy with that. He did a lot of work on that play, deserves a lot of credit. Huge gain at the end of the quarter that set up that pass.
Does that count as an octopus?
Close enough.
Squid.
Close enough, yeah, squid. Something. What's got 6 legs? I suppose that's just a touchdown.
Well, I don't think an octopus has got any legs, does it?
Listen, we all say things we regret. As we see UWE lining up for another kick. UWE having a disciplined day out there, having a fun day out there, not seeing many mental mistakes from them, not letting them get away from it.
Have UWE actually recovered an onside kick yet?
Today or ever?
No, today, obviously. Today.
No, but they've gone for 2. I say they've only gone for, obviously going for.
Yes, exactly.
Is different. It's something that like you said, they've been practicing. They made Leeds aware that they were doing it, but they haven't been able to recover one. They've got a new kicker in, so just seeing what the new kicker Josh Gill is capable of, obviously helps getting those reps in.
You can definitely tell he's a kicker because he's got 2 different boots.
And because he can kick it like that. Nice deep kick.
I imagine that was just a
fair catch call, I
mean,
guess.
This is definitely going to be the look on the replay. I mean, I think I was too busy marvelling at that ball just going end over end.
No, we're just lining up. I was wondering if we were going to get an explanation from the referee there, but obviously not a flag, so no explanation needed. I believe it was just a fair catch.
So Beckett not line up the receivers tight. There was a jump there.
Yeah, not called, but the pass completed still. And that will be a gain. But there is a flag just from this side judge on our side of the field. I do see some yellow.
Defense number 99, 5 yards from the previous spot, replay, first down.
Getting the offside call.
And we get one of my favourite things in American football, the very rare 1st and 5.
Yeah, it was close, and there's good concentration to catch the ball still.
I mean, the ball knocked away, but number 80 for Beckett still managing to get hands on it. I mean that's a spectacular play.
Yeah, we're seeing this Leeds team rely on number 80, number 86, a good amount here. 1st and 5, take advantage of this, and let's see a first down from Leeds. Coach T of UWE, defensive coordinator, will not be happy with the penalty there.
Another quick ball out and another completion for Beckett.
And then that will be a first down.
I mean, you look at this Leeds Beckett sideline, they are happy for that first down.
And you like to see it. That's a team that's a team. You know, that's a team that's happy to be playing for each other, playing for their coach, getting that first down. Anything positive that they can take, they will definitely take.
I do feel like at some points in uni ball, people, they don't tend to realize that fun is a commodity. People do sometimes, people just do want to have fun sometimes.
Of course, if you're not having fun with it, why are you playing? You know, like, we're all here because we love the sport, love playing it. As Leeds go to the air again. Another completion, number 89 with the catch, still on his feet.
And that's going to be a gain of 5 yards.
No, it's 39, sorry, my apologies. And Leeds just gaining a little bit of momentum here.
I mean, I was a bit worried about the shape of that ball when it was coming out, but it finds number 39.
Yeah, I'm wondering if a UWE player was able to get a hand to it. These passes are a bit low, so they are more susceptible, but that's going to happen when you're getting the ball out of your hands quickly, when you're trying to drive within half a second of receiving the snap. So 2nd and 5 for Leeds here.
And they keep it going, this time on the ground.
Yeah, number 42 still on his feet, driven backwards now.
There's some 42 on 42 there.
Yeah, Leon with the tackle for UWE. And again, just good discipline from UWE. This is one thing over the years, UWE tend to get a lot of penalties, get over there, you know, overexcited when they're playing, but just look at this pursuit. Look at that, 5 red jerseys there after the initial broken tackle.
Tyrrell Anthony coming there with the closed fist, ready to punch the ball out. He's a good one.
There's a lot of dollar signs in these eyes when they see somebody being held up. They want to punch that ball. They want to force a fumble. They want that ball back. You know, this defense, they say scoring isn't just an offensive thing. As we see 3rd and 8 for Leeds. Going to the air, quick pass to the outside, and that was a hit. Luckily, number 80 able to get up on his own power, right by his sideline. Yeah, wobbly pass, and that's,
absolutely massive.
Yeah, derailed is one way to put that. And yeah, wobbly pass. And again, that's going to happen. You can tell this quarterback not able to get the laces as he would have liked. But with a quick passing game, that's always going to happen. As we see 4th down, Leeds going with the punt.
I mean, one thing you do appreciate is number 8 is right back out there.
He knows what he's about. He's a baller. He's ready to play. Get me on punt, coach.
And they're going for it. Oh, and that is not a good snap. And the ball still bouncing around on the floor. And we've seen another high snap cause chaos for Leeds Beckett.
And I believe is that the quarterback that's down at the moment. Hopefully not something too serious, but he does look to be in a lot of pain. But yeah, just that snap again. We've seen that snap cause a lot of problems for Leeds.
It's so difficult, especially, you know, in these colder months. You know, you need to have that warmth in your hand, but you know, there's so many different, like, people use so many different factors. Like, people snap with gloves, people snap without gloves. You know, I was sort of terrible with it. I used to like put full sugar Coca-Cola on my hands because I needed some level of tact. Sometimes it worked, and sometimes it didn't work. But you know, it's you're having to fix something when these snaps are high.
And the thing is, we've seen with Leeds, the way Leeds are trying to play on offense is quick snaps, quick passes, and if the snap is slow, if the snap is high, if the snap causes the quarterback to have to adjust in any way, that is disrupting the rest of the play's development. And UWE are jumping on that at every single opportunity here.
But another thing is, because of the penetration from the defense of the Bullets, I mean, you know, you want to get that ball out as quick as possible, and sometimes you're so worried about your block that maybe the finesse that you would have for snapping the ball falls by the wayside, and then, you know, high snaps happen.
And if it happens a couple of times, you're going to see teams, well-drilled teams like UWE, start putting more pressure on the center specifically to cause more damage. As UWE will be taking over at about the 15-yard line when we do come back. We do have a player still down on the field. But this game, yeah, it's been interesting to see how UWE have played. They've not had to really worry too much on these drives. Everything they seem to be doing is working. And yeah, let's see what they're able to do as we see, yeah, the quarterback making his way off the field. Definitely in a lot of pain, being held up by his head coach, Mike Ripley there. Smile on his face though. And maybe a bit of a stinger.
You know, like plays like that where the QB has to sort of fumble for the ball, it does make you wonder why people gave Cam Newton so much flack in the Super Bowl against the Broncos when he decided to not dive in. I mean, you're the QB. Do you?
You've got to think preservation at some point, but fair play to him for jumping on that. As UWE take the field, going to the ground once again, spinning through, breaking tackles, making it into the end zone. Alexander Eden with another touchdown for this UWE Bullets offense.
You know, but I'd have to give credit there to LEEDS Beckett. They got good first contact, but just an absolute steam train running through.
Look at that space there.
You know, two men, nice, both low, but just absolutely amazing. And again, I just worry that the UWE Bullets running backs, they just never hit full speed. As we see another run for the 2-point and straight in.
Now that's an octopus.
I mean, they tried for the dirty dancing celebration there. Did not go well.
Hey, that's harder than it looks. You know, Swayze makes it look so easy as we see the 2-point conversion once again. UWE just scoring at will here. And yeah, you're right, these running backs not hitting full pace just yet. Kind of letting Leeds make their own mistakes when it comes to trying to tackle them. But again, just fantastic work from the offensive line from UWE to just allow these running backs to take their time.
And the thing is with Beckett is they know they're coming into this, you know, very much outgunned, but I mean, they're still, you know, fighting their hardest. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, the old adage of iron sharpens iron, that is true. That is true. So, I mean, if you can learn something, it's all worth it.
And that's the thing, you either win or you learn. You either win or you learn. There's a lot of learning to be going on today, especially for this Leeds side. But they know what they need to work on going into the future. As we see another onside kick attempt, doesn't go the distance and recovered easily by Leeds.
Yeah, that might be one of the, you know, measuring points of success for UWE today. You know, 3 onside, no recoveries.
Yeah, onsides are hard. They're hard from the kicker. You're trying to get it just 10 yards. You're trying to make it bounce awkwardly. You're trying to keep it in bounds. It's difficult, and we're not seeing the execution on it.
Well, the problem with that is I was the person that they'd kick the ball to, you know, so, so I was never on the other side of the ball.
As we see Leeds on first down, going to the air, stepping through, big pass down the field, looking for 81, but into the hands of the waiting, and that will be out of bounds and will not count as an interception. but do not tell Tyrell Anthony that. He is going. And that will be 2nd down and 10. As we see this play again, huge arm from the quarterback. And yeah, that will be out of bounds, unfortunately.
Accepted. Returner stepped out of bounds at the 8-yard line. 1st down UWE.
Oh, the interception counts. There we
Okay.
go. There we go.
I mean, I think everyone was a bit confused as I saw UWE's offense just on the sideline, just waiting for the referee's invitation to come onto the field.
There
so
we go.
Close.
That was very close.
So
very close. Yeah, one of those fields where there's some extra markings around, so it can be hard to tell what you're meant to be looking at sometimes.
But I mean, this is now interesting for the Bullets because they're backed up.
Yeah, starting from their own 8-yard line, 92 yards to go to get to the end zone. Just take it 10 yards at a time. As we see a sweep play, bouncing to the outside, staying on his feet, bringing it back into the middle, getting a bit dangerous with how he was holding that ball. Jermaine Brown trying to make something happen, and long way to run for 5 yards. As we see this again, just on the little inside sweep to the outside, holding the ball a little bit out there, stays up, good balance on the kid, and eventually taken down after a 5-yard gain. 2nd down for UWE, going to the air, looking deep, he does have a man, he has made the catch, still on his feet, but going down eventually. Number 5, Josh Brees, he does it in the backfield, he does it out wide. Huge gain for this UWE offense.
I mean, what can be said other than perfection?
Great pass, great grab.
I mean, just the arc was speechless, which is bad because I'm a commentator. But
and the quarterback just trusting his man there. 2 people on Josh Brees. Had faith that he'd be able to throw it deeper, and that Brees had the speed. As we see a short gain. I say short gain, short for what they've done so far. 5-yard gain for UWE there. And that was Jax Crawford with the carry. Good open field tackle there. Second down and 6 for UWE. Going to the air, quick pass, should have been caught. One you'll wish to have back. Tim Lucas, the intended receiver.
Now seeing the 2nd, 3rd down of the day for the Bullets.
Man, he had space. He had a lot of space. Got off the ball quickly, found the gap, and just couldn't hold on. Absolute rifle there from the quarterback, though. Wide open. Going back to Lucas.
And just a light jog in there, but being able to redeem himself from dropping that ball as there's 6 more points on the board for the Bullets.
And you like to see it. You like to see players go, be trusted when they've just made a drop, but just finds the space.
Roughing the passer, number 98 defense. So all the plays a touchdown.
Oh yeah, you just see
penalty
that
will be
at the
assessed
end.
on the kickoff.
Yeah, just at the end there, you see him come through and make the hit. Fantastic pass, fantastic catch. And another 6 points for UWE. That takes it to 50.
Looking out to the right.
And unable to connect there. Looking for Jax Crawford, who was in the backfield to start that play.
It's going to stick at 50-0, well, for right now anyway.
Yeah, you'll definitely be happy with that. You're not going to hear any complaints They'll wish they completed all those 2-point conversions as well, make this a little bit more. But they played fantastically well. They've taken advantage of all the field position that Leeds have given them. Even when they've had a long field to play with, it's only taken them a few plays to get down the field.
You know, I still can't wrap my head around some of these passes that Gretzinger's been making. Like, just being able to get them over the head, over the Leeds Beckett defenders. I genuinely can't fathom it, and that is why this is the highest level of football in BUCS, or American football in BUCS anyway.
Yeah, there's some fantastic players across this league, and the ability that some of these players have, like you say, with the passing, with the grabs. A lot of these might be fantastic throws. Some of them aren't easy grabs. That throw to Josh Brees, he had to catch that over the top of his shoulder, looking through 2 defenders. We're seeing a lot of talented players on the field right now.
And Gill's going to put his boot to it. And number 80 for Leeds Beckett, who's sort of been their go-to man, has got it, but he's being held up by the Bullets.
Yeah, and you starting with the ball because of the starting the kick from the 50-yard line because of that roughing the passer before the touchdown. Leeds will have a long way to go if they're looking to score a touchdown here.
But, you know, on their last offensive drive, there was success. There was some success. You know, can they replicate it? But with a backup QB in.
Well, we've seen the arm on this backup QB. We've seen him absolutely launch it. Yes, it was for an interception, but it does get this UWE defense thinking that they need to watch for this. As we see the quick pass, quick catch, even quicker tackle. And that will be 2nd down. I believe there was no gain on that pass and catch.
I mean, after a big interception, just getting a completion on the record books. Got to be happy with that.
Yeah, you can see that there wasn't his first read. He was looking down the field. It wasn't there. Again, though, Leeds just wanting the ball out of the quarterback's hands as quickly as possible. And I guess you have to do
time.
that.
This is the 2-minute warning. For 2 minutes. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining.
And 2 minutes to go in the half. And yeah, just before that warning, Leeds, they have to get this ball out quickly. This UWE front 4, this UWE defense coming after everybody so quickly. They don't have time to breathe. They don't have time to let plays develop. And let's see what they can do here.
So they're sending 39 in motion, but I mean, ball was on the money, looking for number 80, but just unable to bring it in, potentially because those surrounding Bullets just. I mean, number 84, Leeds Beckett, you know, he has felt the pain of the drop and a UWE Bullet defender running into him.
You do think sometimes that it's the footsteps. It's the footsteps. He can hear the footsteps. He knows what happened last time he had his back to the defense, trying to make a catch like that, and it can affect you. It can really affect your ability to make plays that you know you're capable of. As we see 3rd down here for Leeds, going to the outside run, tiny bit of space here, but it closes up quickly. Huge tackle from UWE. Good few players involved in that one. Looking for the sweep to the outside. Good pursuit here from UWE. Big hit. Dropping the shoulder there on number 28. That was Chitimwenko with the, again, bulldozed a little bit there. Luckily doing enough to get the player out of bounds.
A gain of 2 on the play for Beckett as well.
Yeah, and just starting to see, it looks like they're lining up in punt. Low snap, his ball's on the floor, still able to get it off, still able to get the kickoff nice and high. That is a beautiful punt, all things considered. And good decision there from number 81. Don't let these tricksy little UWE players try and do something to take this ball back. Great work there from the Leeds punter.
You know, now inside 2 minutes, so, you know, other Bullets going to be looking to try some things that, you know, could potentially be in a 2-minute drill for UWE in case they find themselves in that situation for future games?
Well, what we've seen over the last few years with UWE in these situations is, yes, they treat these situations as must-score situations, as we see a cheeky little trick play from UWE.
So, I mean, backwards and then just a shovel forwards. I mean, that is one for the replay.
That was a fun little play. Really
1
well.
1 minute and 7 seconds, 1:07. First charge timeout, UWE.
Yeah, and this is to be expected from UWE as well. All 3 timeouts, 2 minutes to go, 1 minute to go. And they'll be wanting to score as we see a nice little replay here. Quick pitch, even quicker shovel down the middle.
You know, almost dropped it, but managing to get hands on it. No one expects the shovel pass.
No, not at all. It's just like the Spanish Inquisition in that way, as we see UWE here on second down. And about 3 yards to go. Going to the air, looking deep. He's got some options. He's looking for Jax Crawford, who does make the catch.
You know, double covered as well. Number 40 for Leeds Beckett was right there, but Crawford managing to bring it in, and these chains are on the move.
Yeah, as we see a nice deep throw. 2 players there. Good throw. Great concentration from Jax Crawford.
I mean, especially considering number 40's arm was all in there, trying to get the best of the defending. The ball is out.
And that is a touchdown. Oh yeah, Harry! For UWE, number 17, Harry Buckland with the reception. UWE not even using a timeout there, getting everybody down the field, getting that ball snapped quicker than we could even see. And he goes with the touchdown. As we see the replay here, look at that. Eyes downfield, looking to that corner. What a throw over the defender into Harry Buckland's hands for 6 points.
I mean, you'd think that Gretzinger was a member of the royal family or a deceased president. Do you know why? Because he's on the money.
As we see the run for the 2-point conversion. Number 15 going in. Joshua Petrie with the 2 points. Taking us to 58-0. Not a Leeds jersey in sight.
You know, Petrie's been receiving, throwing, rushing. He's all over the scoreboard today.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of the same names in this box score today. A lot of different names as well. UWE letting a lot of players get the ball, show what they can do, and just enjoy the outing. They're trying trick plays, they're trying different formations. They are really taking advantage of the day out and probably looking to maybe score again here.
I mean that would be incredible, but that would be, you know, UWE Bullets-esque activities.
Did they go for the onside here, which obviously we've seen them go for it a few times. They've still got 2 timeouts.
Number 61 for Leeds Beckett, he's ready for it, but another absolute screamer of a ball. 81 wanted the fair catch, but that's going to roll back.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like this season has gone quicker than any other season, but I feel like it's always that way when we get to January. You know, 4 weeks left of the regular season, and especially when you consider what is happening on that final week as the Bullets go to David Ross Village in Nottingham.
Yeah, there's a lot going to be riding on that game as it comes to seeding, as it comes to the playoffs, as it comes to momentum going into the playoffs. Yes, Nottingham won the first game of the season. You know, they were the first team to ever beat UWE here at Hillside Gardens, but week 1 was a long time ago. And UWE are clearly a different team now than they were that first week.
You know, I really did think that. Let's get the playoff first, and a good run from Leeds Beckett there, getting the shoulder right into a Bullets defender.
Yeah, number 39 doing his best there, making a couple of yards. Neither team calling the timeout. And Leeds not in a hurry to get this playoff, but they'll see what happens here before making decisions on what to do with their timeouts. Going to the air.
Almost picked off there, going once again for 80. He really is the prime target for Leeds Beckett.
Yeah, we've seen him all over the field, offense, defense, and like you say, a lot of targets going his way. Very athletic player. Seen him take a few hits today.
The first half.
And there we are.
He's going to be one of those players that, as you know, this season comes to an end, that Leeds Beckett are going to hope is on the squad for next year.
Yeah, Leeds only losing a couple of players, if that, going into next year. You know, this is definitely a rebuild year for them, but as things stand, next year is where things are going to go as we come to the end of the half. So yeah, thank you to everybody that's joined us for the first half here. UWE making their way to the locker rooms. It's getting a bit colder here. The sun is starting to set, but we've still got another half of football to play here. And yeah, we're just going to get a quick player interview as we go to the half, as I am joined here by Ethan Gretzinger. Am I saying that right, Ethan? You're good. I'll give you that, Mike. Cool, so yeah, as I said, joined here by Ethan. Ethan, fantastic first half from yourself, from the team, from everything. How are you feeling with the plays that you've managed to get off today?
Gosh, I feel so incredible, so lucky, so grateful to be out here with these guys. You know, I've only been here for a couple weeks in the UK and Bristol, and these people that I'm surrounded by are just incredible. O-line, coaches, receivers, defense, just incredible group of people.
You can see when you come out onto the field, everybody's playing for each other and playing to make everybody look as good as you possibly can out there. That feeling of camaraderie beyond the field, I imagine that's something that you're day to day, you're feeling that with the rest of your teammates.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, ever since I got here, just tried to spend as much time with them as I could. And the second I was able just to kind of hang out with them off the field, we just instantly clicked. Such a great group of guys. Again, just so grateful, lucky to be out here.
Yeah, well, we're lucky to have you, lucky to commentate on a fantastic first half. Looking forward to the second half, obviously. Anything, any trick plays we should be keeping an eye out for?
I don't know if I want to give it up, but hey, there's nothing wrong with big shout out to number 15, Joshua Petrie. Hey, just be on the lookout for my guy. So he's going to make some crazy plays in that next half.
Yeah, rushing touchdown, passing touchdown, receiver.
He's like a young Taysom Hill. He can do anything.
He's doing it all well, as can a lot of the players on this team. We'll let you get to the locker room. Thank you for joining us, and good luck in the second half.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And that is a pleasure there to talk to Ethan as he goes to the locker room. He didn't fall for my tricks of finding out what plays they're going to be running in the second half, so they've got a good guy behind center there. Obviously Donovan away at the moment, so we'll be back next week, but UWE showing that they can adapt where needed.
I mean, again, I still cannot get over some of those passes. I mean, I really can't. And the best part is, he doesn't look sore. He looks like that was completely easy for him.
He's got a big smile on his face, and I would too if I had just played that way for 24 minutes of football. We're going to be taking a break here. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. Plenty of time to get yourself some water, get yourself a cup of tea. When we come back, it will be a rolling clock for the second half of UWE Bullets versus LEEDS BECKETT CARNEGIE. And we are back at Hillside Gardens here in Bristol for this UWE versus Leeds game, with UWE kicking off 2 leads. Fair catch made by number 81. as we get started in this second half.
The sun is setting here at Hillside Gardens. You know, it's a, you know, still relatively decent weather. There's no wind, so I mean, it's open field, open season, open the playbook.
Yeah, let's see what both teams have to offer here. It is starting to get a little bit cold. Hillside Gardens out in the open a little bit. It's known to get cold as the sun starts to go down, but with the floodlights coming on, all the action will be visible to all of us as Leeds get ready for 1st and 10.
Number 13, their starting QB, still out, so number 49 is going to be at the helm.
They're going to a run straight away. Number 42 just getting tackled immediately in the backfield, doing his best to try and keep, I believe that was number 91 that made the tackle there.
That is Danny. You know, as much as I do try not to, former Lincoln Colonial, got to give the shout out to my alma mater, but that is a quick man, and his transformation at Lincoln was incredible, just completely bulked up and coming over to the Bullets, just amazing.
Yeah, and making his way all across that front four as we see him lining up on the left side this time. And looking for some motion potentially, going to the air is Leeds, nothing available, sack made by your man.
And that's Danny again, like he's so quick and so powerful. You know, we have seen him get a block in the back penalty today, and in the first game here against Nottingham he did have a few flags, but it seems today that it's been clearing up, you know, nicely, but obviously no flags is the aim.
Exactly, as we mentioned before, UWE tend to get some flags here and there, and the discipline has just been a step up between just this game and their game against Nottingham at the start of the season. They're doing a lot better, forcing this 3rd and long as Leeds go into the air. The ball's a bit wobbly, nearly picked off. And that was Mo Fletcher with the pass deflection. Annoyed at himself, but very athletic play. Almost tips it to himself. Forcing this 4th down, and Leeds are going to have to punt from fairly deep in their own territory here.
And I will say, as I was asked at half-time, Harry Buckland said wants to say hello to his mum and dad.
Oh, there we are. Hello, Harry's mum and dad. I'm sure he meant from him, but we'll say it too.
Yeah, is that not what he meant?
As we see Leeds going for the punt, it will be a running clock here in the second half. Ball on the floor again, wobbling around, able to get the kick off. A lot of UWE players around the ball. Picking it up is Jax Crawford, looking to make something happen. He's found some space. There's nobody in front of him as he makes his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And there's a touch. Sorry, I was just looking at Krista, the ref who was nearest the ball. I don't know. He just looked a bit not perplexed. He just looked a bit surprised that they picked up the ball and ran with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's always an option. You see players sometimes forget it when they get in their own head. They're always allowed to do that. Always allowed to pick it up. The whistle hasn't gone. And that just comes down to, you know, maybe sometimes it's being too new to the game to know what the rules are, or just momentarily lapse in judgment. But number 81 should have been picking that ball up when he knew it wasn't going further, as we see UWE go to the air for the 2-point conversion. It is made. That is number 8, Noah Clack, with the reception. And just like that, UWE have scored another 8 points, bringing this game to 66-0.
I mean, another thing on that return touchdown, why was I paying attention to the refs and not looking at the ball? Unbelievable stuff. Definitely the worst Chris to do commentary for a UWE Bullets game. Unbelievable.
It's tough competition, obviously, with Chris Greener normally at the helm, as we see UWE lining up for a kick once again. And just like that, yeah, the ball all over the floor. Happened a few times on these punts. The punter for Leeds doing a great job being able to get the kickoff. Unfortunately, not enough Leeds players around where the ball ended up. Jax Crawford, great heads-up play from him as he picked the ball up, took it in for 6. and UWE will be kicking off to Leeds once again.
And the Bullets just dominating on all three phases of the ball as well. It is masterful to watch. There is a reason why they are, you know, you either consider them the best or the second best team in the country.
Exactly, as I believe we see another fair catch being called for, but it wasn't. Number 80 finding some space, finding a lane, getting tripped at about the 32-yard line. Fantastic little run from number 80, and I feel like he's been on the verge of breaking something big all day today.
I mean, that man has got grit. He has got grit. He's shown it on offense, shown it on defense, you know, getting realistically hammered by some big UWE defenders and still getting up. You know what? I've got to be on punt now. Simple as that. Absolute grit from number 80, LEEDS Beckett.
Yeah, and we're speaking to some of the coaches at halftime. I believe he's a first year, so lots of development in his future, and a face and a jersey and a name you'll see more of as the years go on for LEEDS Beckett. Leeds going to the air on this first down.
Flag in the backfield.
Yeah, this will either be a late hit or holding.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 9 of the defense, contact to the head. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
And there's Dior Iqbar with the personal foul. As we just see the replay there, 15 yards, takes the ball to the 48-yard line for Leeds. Still a long way to go, but some opportunities opening up for them in this passing game. Let's see if they go to the air once more on this first down.
But again, going back to that split tee, but not favouring any side of the field like they had done before. Well, you say that, number 80 is in motion, but it's going to be going the other way, trying to break a lane. I'm going to say that's a loss of 2 on the play. Number 23 with a great tackle.
Yeah, there's Emil Rowe with the tackle. Great pursuit. You can see the UWE players getting involved on the motion, but just doing a great job of closing that down as he was looking to bounce outside.
Would you say a loss of 2 on that play for LEEDS Beckett?
Yeah, looking like it's probably 2nd and 12. Looking for a run play here. Number 42 on the ground again. Staying on his feet, but going out of bounds.
Flag flying, though.
Yeah, in the backfield, usually in the vicinity of holding. But we shall see.
Thing. 62 offense. A penalty is declined. Third down.
Yeah, it makes sense to decline the holding penalty here from a UWE perspective. It's already going to be 3rd and 12. As we see, yeah, the holding in the middle of the middle there to number 57. See that jersey being twisted around. Theo Grant trying to get through, but being denied illegally that time, as we see 3rd and 12.
So they're looking to go through the air, but hit as he released by Danny, and that ball goes nowhere.
Yeah, having to make some tough throws here. This UWE coverage has been fantastic all day. Has been forcing Leeds to make some more difficult throws, and under time pressure, it becomes a lot to deal with.
Timeout. 3 minutes 48. UWE's first charge timeout.
Yeah, and it's amazing how quickly this game goes with the running clock. As you hear the time from the referee right there, getting ready for this punt. So main thing for Leeds here, discipline, get on the ball if you can, and more importantly, let's work on this snap.
much better this time. The sails out of bounds as and there is a flag on the other side of the field to where we are.
Yeah, we'll find out what this will be. Maybe holding on the release on the gunner.
Formation. 5 players in the backfield. That penalty will be tacked on to the end of the kick. First down, UWE.
And yeah, an extra 5 yards for UWE. Punt didn't go that far. Punt probably went about 15, 20 yards. Take 5 off for the penalty. And UWE starting this drive at the 45-yard line. The first time we're seeing this UWE offense this second half.
You know, it is one thing to consider that, you know, 45 is out there, offense, defense, special teams. I mean, it's understandable why that leg would not have the power that it had in the first half.
Yeah, that is something to consider for sure. Definitely something I was thinking is UWE going for a run, breaking away from the tackle there, making about 3-4 yards.
And number 98 there, just managing to get his hands on a jersey. Again, people think that when you see the bottom of that jersey pull, you can shout horse collar and the refs will do something about it. No, that's not how it works.
No, if you're not shouting, you're not trying sometimes. But you've got to get a hand. When you get a hand on Josh Breach, you've got to hold on for dear life.
Oh,
you've seen
100%.
what he can do when you give him a little bit of leeway. So, good job keeping him down for a couple of yards as UWE go to the air, looking deep.
Oh,
he has
wow.
a man. That is a beautiful throw through the hands of Jermaine Brown. And oh, he'll want that back.
Jermaine Brown is normally so spot on. But we did see it earlier.
And this is just a fantastic throw here from Ethan.
We did see it earlier from Tim Lucas. He didn't manage to get the connection with the ball, but immediately goes for a touchdown the next play.
Yeah, and I think from getting to speak to Ethan at the half, he trusts his players. There's a lot of camaraderie between them all. It wouldn't surprise me, like you said, with Tim Lucas. He went to him immediately after. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Jermaine once again. And Jermaine is getting the sweep, trying to make some space, unable to, loses his helmet.
You know, and a decent stop there from LEEDS Beckett. You can understand why the sidelines decibel levels just increased.
Yeah, that was a good tackle. These UWE players, these UWE skill position players are just so shifty that you're never sure if you're gonna, one hand is enough to tackle them. But 31 doing a great job, getting nice and low, wrapping those arms around the knees and taking Jermaine down there, forcing this fourth down, the first fourth down of the day for UWE.
Number 80 is back real deep for LEEDS Beckett.
Yeah,
Gritzinger is looking. Oh my lord! And that is going to be a turnover on downs for LEEDS Beckett.
Yeah, and that was unlucky there from Tim Lucas.
I mean, I'm sure that there's some people watching who maybe thought that a turnover for Beckett, they wouldn't have had it.
I tell you what, if Tim Lucas caught that, I know ifs and buts and all that, but that was a great throw. And you can see Ethan
Just the third quarter.
Luckily, with the ball being at the halfway line, the end of the quarter, they don't have too far to walk to switch ends.
And that's absolutely awful if you were a offensive lineman, but a D2 one like me. So you'd enjoy the walk so you could catch your breath.
But yeah, entering into this fourth quarter, the second half moving very quickly. UWE Bullets, really that series there, the only hiccup we've seen from this team all day, with the drop, with the one throw Ethan's thrown today that's just a little bit off, you know, looking for that back shoulder outside the numbers. As LEEDS first down.
I do love all that movement on the line from UWE.
Yeah, just causing some confusion there. Just, it's frustrating. As somebody that played running back, I can tell you, when you are getting hit immediately, look at this, 99 straight through. Running back just gets hold of the ball and is immediately tackled by Jameer Stanley, who's having a great game today.
Like we spoke about it earlier in terms of like these snaps going high, you know, putting the stress on the center. I mean, if you're having these linebackers come up running at you and then coming back running at you, that's even more stress. What a bullet, but that is picked off by UWE.
Making some space, trying to find a way to bounce. He's found his way to the outside. He's going to be looking to go all the way here. Can he break the tackle of number 8? He does, making his way back inside. He's got space to the middle, getting taken down eventually. What a return by Darius St. Robinson. Juking all over the place, trying to find the space, looking for his blockers, making some extra yards and giving UWE offense the ball with about 12 yards to go before hitting pay dirt.
I mean, I do have to say, another, you know, touchdown saving tackle, 54 for LEEDS Beckett. Again, it just seemed like it was destined to hit pay dirt, but just not going. Again, just one arm tackle as well.
There's a big guy making the tackle as UWE go to the air. Big catch by Jax Crawford, looking to get into the end zone, bounces to the outside and does. Great throw, great play design, great grab, and a great touchdown.
It's 72-0 the score here in Hillside Gardens, and it's just been amazing from the Bullets. You know, Gretzinger has been fantastic, but, you know, the other cast for the UWE Bullets have been equally as amazing.
Yeah, this is a team playing in sync, playing with synergy, and just looking to score 2 more here as they go to the air. Ethan to the outside, makes the completion to number 15, I believe that was Joshua Petrie.
And I mean, he's been all over the board today as well. Another very, very impressive player, formerly the QB at the Brighton Panthers.
Yeah,
Again,
and Ethan mentioned his name at the half, and you can tell that he's got a lot of trust in this guy, a lot of trust in this player, as he's got every right to with how he's played today. Big old smile on his face. Well played, Josh.
But again, I feel like I'm being a bit of a Debbie Downer here, because I'm still trying to. Oh, you were going to be able to convert an onside today. That's the one thing we said. They told LEEDS Beckett that they were going to be practicing it today, but UWE still unable to convert an onside today.
Onsides are hard. Like, they are definitely a hard thing to try and convert. Let's see if they go for it again here, or if they just kick deep.
I mean, I'm just trying to find holes at this point, if I'm completely honest.
It's understandable. There's been very few hiccups by this UWE team, as they are kicking deep.
Again, that is number 80. Oh my lord, that was a harrowing noise, but number 80 gets up. This is a man of iron.
That helmet makes some worrying sounds. There's a few hits he's taken today, but yeah, he just protects the ball first and foremost, realizes the contact's coming, wraps that ball up. I am keeping possession, and if you're going to make me feel this hit, I'm going to make you feel it too. As LEEDS will be lining up from about the 27-yard line here for first down.
So it just darts into the middle, it's completed. And that's going to be a good gain for LEEDS Beckett. Once again, 80 is the man.
Yep,
and that is a first down, so I hear whistles and I stop. It's bad.
It's the player in you, but it's also hearing whistles. Is there a flag? There is not. Count the first down.
7 minutes 10. 7 minutes 10 in the game. Second charge timeout, UWE.
Yeah, and they've been going with those quick passes all day of Leeds, and they've just been off. But that time the timing was there, able to make the connection, get the first down, and looking to make something happen here to make this this fairly lengthy trip down south a little bit more worthwhile for them.
I mean, we have seen them like build on the momentum and get first downs, which again, I think there were some people probably coming into this game and thought Leeds Beckett, they're not going to get a first down, especially considering the score last time these two teams met. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of positives to take away here from Leeds Beckett. Yeah,
I think going into the next few years for Leeds, like I said, Coach Mike Ripley took over a squad that was struggling. They made UWE jump there. UWE not finishing things there the way they should. Number 45 taking advantage of that for a big gain. There will be a offside or encroachment penalty here for UWE, but I can imagine it will be probably accepted. Actually, it looks like it's about second down and 4 or 5, so they'll just take first. And
very strange there from Danny. He's being called off the field. He was right there, and he just bumped him, because I imagine it's just like, oh, there was a flag on the play.
Yeah. Play to the whistle. Play to the whistle. It can be hard to do sometimes, but you can get taken advantage of, like he was there. As we just wait to hear what decision Leeds will take on this penalty.
I think they're going to be declining, given that it looks like it's going to end up as a 2nd and 2 or 3.
91 defense, that penalty is declined. Second down.
Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, the way the ball's been placed, a little bit closer than I initially thought. So yeah, 2nd and 2.
I definitely thought that they spotted that around the middle of the chains there, but added some more on.
See what Leeds do. 2nd and short with the clock ticking down here. Looking at the motion.
The motion cuts back outside. That ball is straight over the head, and that is a foot race. And who is going to end up with that?
Yeah, recovery by Leeds by the looks of it. Oh no, I thought Leeds recovered it. I think it might have been stripped out after the fact. Number 9, Dior Akbar may have saw 6 points in his future rather than diving on the ball there. But either way, this is going to be 3rd and extremely difficult for Leeds. Yeah, Leeds ball.
And we've seen these high snaps plague Leeds Beckett all game long, but I mean,
I don't know if that counts as possession. Pressing it against the glutes, but they are going to call it 3rd down for Leeds.
Yeah, that was definitely the worst of the high snaps today, but just a foot race between number 9 of the Bullets and the QB for Leeds Beckett does go the way of Leeds Beckett, but they're going to have a long old journey for a first down.
5 minutes 51, 5-5-1, 3rd and final charge timeout, UWE.
And with that being the final timeout by UWE, I can't see Leeds using any of theirs today. I believe we will be looking at about 5 minutes 51 until this game is over after this ball is snapped. Not many plays in your playbook for 3rd and 30.
I'm going to wait for it to pop up on the screen. If I'm completely honest, I could take a guess, but
yeah, we're going to go about 3rd and 30 seems reasonable for this play.
I mean, considering that how quickly they've been having to get the ball out as well, there's not that time to sit in the pocket and just hope that someone can, develop. And for a long ball.
Yeah, Coach T sending a late blitz, but we are seeing the back. That is picked. That is dropped. Oh, I wanted it to be an athletic pick. Unfortunately, the ball touched the ground. That looked like great work there between number 42, Leon, and number 4, Darius. St. Robinson looked like nice little tip drill. Just hit the ground then.
Don't you worry though, because I mean,
Look at that.
I mean
that definitely
Foul.
touched.
Chop block, number 75 of the offense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
And Leeds Beckett move into punt now, as we just crossed 5 minutes, or now 4:54 remaining.
Yeah, UWE not got enough players on the field. If they snap this quickly, there could be a penalty. Jax Crawford back for the return. He is taking the ball. He is going to try and make a move. He almost gets out of that one.
And number 81 of Leeds Beckett just threw him off enough.
And Jax maybe shaking up a little bit on that hit. He was twisting around the place. And UWE will be starting this drive from about their 35-yard line here.
I mean, Gretzinger's had so many spectacular passes today, like it doesn't really seem that it's, you know, too much of a problem for him to just absolutely sling this ball down the field.
No, he's having a great time out there, and he is looking to go to the air once again. Makes the quick pass. Great spin move there from Jermaine Brown. Still on his feet, still going down the sideline. Makes out of bounds. The clock will keep running, but that was a great decision. Great read from Ethan. Good running from Jermaine.
I mean, considering the last 2 plays where Jermaine has been the star with the run play and also the drop pass, I mean, that's how you get momentum back, and that's how you get confidence back as well.
Yeah, you can tell this team, they all trust each other. They all believe in each other. They know, hey, anybody can make a move, and that was a fantastic spin move. As UWE run the ball quickly there, make a quick pass, make a quick grab, and make another 1st down.
And Harry Buckland doing the smart thing. They're giving it to the referee and not just placing it down yourself. That's been the end of many teams. Gretzinger gets it out wide, just like that.
Wide space there. Noah Clack with the touchdown, with the hops. And yeah, just tons of space. Fantastic throw once again from Ethan Gretzinger there. Just getting this ball out wide. This is the play we missed on the replay. Nice pass. Good run in there from Harry. And then this pass right in the hands. As UWE line up for the 2-point conversion. Go for a run down the middle. It is going to get there by the looks of it.
I mean, you'd be thinking that the UWE Bullets were practicing spin moves this week, because that's been a drive full of them.
That was Alexander Eden with the 2 points. And I wonder if anybody's keeping track of the spin moves. As we see the signal that the 2-point conversion was good.
And again, just getting round, you know, sub 2 minutes.
Yeah, Leeds in no hurry to set up here for the return. UWE getting themselves set up here. And yeah, we'll be coming towards the end of the game here.
This is the 2-minute warning at 2 minutes. UWE have no timeouts. Leeds Beckett have all 3.
Okay, there we go. So
a little bit longer on the clock than we thought. Running clock has its own complications.
Yeah, this looks to me like it might be a bit. It looks like it might be an onside.
UWE will probably want one more chance to see what they can do on offense. One more practice at this onside kick.
I mean, just based where Gill was putting his foot.
That's what he's done for all. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, I was just putting. What do I know about kicking?
I was looking earlier for some clues. As we see the return here, Bit of space, unable to make the most of it. It closed up so quickly, as it does with this UWE pursuit team.
I mean, that's, you know, last ditch for Leeds Beckett, just basically time to just put something on film.
Yeah, let's play out the game. See if there's anything extra you can do. Maybe pull out a trick play if you've been working on it, but just make sure everything is textbook right now. Pick up the man you're meant to pick up on your blocks. Run your route correctly to the right depth. Right step drop, good pass, good catch, but just that UWE defender right on him, unable to make any progress other than a yard or two on the grab.
But again, I'm just still impressed with number 80 of Leeds Beckett. He's going to be an exciting player to watch, considering that it is his first year. But again, I think that for Leeds Beckett as a whole, you know, the scorelines might not be going their way, but they're still one of the best teams in the country, and they've still got that legacy of having one of the best teams, being one of the best teams in the country over the last few years. Ball is out, but batted away.
Yeah, close to an interception there. Yeah, Leeds, I think you can tell from the top down they knew this was a rebuilding year, and they're going to have fun while they do it, that's for sure.
You know, it is just very, very difficult when, you know, you're in a rebuilding year in the toughest division that has ever been created.
Yeah.
The end of the game.
Love it.
And there it is, the end of the game. The UWE Bullets have beat Leeds Beckett Carnegie 82-0. Out of the gates quickly for UWE today, and they didn't shut the thrusters off once they started going.
It was just absolutely immense. I mean, offense, defense, special teams, just amazing what UWE Bullets can do.
Yeah, UWE wanting to start another streak here of home wins, and they have done it in big fashion today with this final score. Lots of smiles on the sidelines. As the players start doing their handshakes. And we'll try and get an interview from a coach before we say goodbye, but thank you to everybody for joining us so far today. There's Ethan Bretzinger, front and centre.
I mean, look at that. He's smiling, and he's got all reasons to smile.
Absolutely. Man of the match, would you say, for today?
I mean, undoubtedly. Absolutely, undoubtedly. Like, I've been holding a microphone to my face watching Uniball for a while, and that was probably the best quarterback play I've seen.
It's high praise. It's high praise. There's nothing more you can say than that. He was making some fantastic throws today, some great enthusiasm from him, and you can see he plays for every other player on this team, and every other player plays with their heart out just as much as he does. A team of superstars, and he was able to stand out today.
I've seen some spirals in my lifetime, but I mean, put it in the Tate Modern, put it in the Louvre. They were absolutely amazing today.
Yeah, he had some fantastic throws, and just a fantastic day overall for this UWE team. Obviously, after a bit of a break after Christmas, some games were cancelled, including this one, pushed back to today. And it can be easy to start off slow, but not for this team. This is a unit that has developed since the game against Nottingham, and they are just looking to just be better and better every time they step on the field.
You know, that second game against Nottingham coming in the last week of the regular season, I mean, it has got all of the ingredients for an absolute powder keg. The first meeting, as far as I'm concerned, was the biggest regular season Uniball game of all time, and how lucky are we because we get to have it twice.
Yeah, going to be a lot riding on that game. Seeding for the playoffs surely will be riding on that game, and hey, potentially it could be a preview for the final again, who knows.
I mean, the rivalry between the Bullets and the Gold it feels like it's a tale as old as time now, but it's just been amazing, and I can imagine that the Gold, because they weren't able to meet the Bullets in the final last year, they've got even more reason to want to get back there again against the Bullets.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to in this season, and a lot to look forward to in future seasons for this Leeds team. Obviously coming up short today, not the best performance, but I think as a team, as an organisation, they always knew today was going to be a struggle. There's a lot to be excited about for Leeds Carnegie, and I think they should be happy about it. Don't be happy with the result, but you'll be happy about the direction you're going in as a squad.
I mean, especially when their starting QB went down, backup QB came in, immediately threw an interception, but kept building on it, and there were elements that were good, and they were good, and they were really good when you consider who they're playing.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to build on there. They got a new head coach. They've had a lot of changes. Like we said earlier, stepping into the toughest division that we've ever seen in uni ball on a down year was always going to be a struggle. But they'll come back even stronger. They're a strong program with a strong history and hopefully a strong future.
And it's one of those things where we do see a lot in uni ball and British American football, like teams in the position that Leeds Beckett find themselves in, could walk over games, but Leeds Beckett have played every single one of their games, and as far as I'm concerned, they're looking to play all of their fixtures, and for me, that's impressive. This is a team with grit, and again, the future is bright for Leeds Beckett.
Yeah, you see a lot of teams not want to commit to playing their hardest when they know it's going to be a losing season, but this Leeds team, they've shown that they can do it. As we see offensive coordinator Frankie Pankhurst giving out some cookies. Usually the team would get some post-game brownies, but Soph, Coach Mayer's partner, obviously having a child makes it difficult to show up with brownies. Rightly so. Their priorities are in another place. I'm sure those cookies are just as delicious. And we're going to see, give me 1 second, I'm going to see if I can get somebody over for a quick interview before we sign off. All right, I'm a bit out of breath. I don't run like I used to, but I'm here with offensive coordinator Frankie Pankhurst. Frankie, great game today.
Cheers, man. I've got some victory cookies here, which you two need to help yourself to right now.
I will be memed to death if I touch one of those, Frankie, and I think you know that.
He's been trying to recruit me for offensive line for a while. This is how he's
Tebs is coming over. He's doing the Masters at UWE next year.
So, Frankie, big game today. Can be hard to come back from a big break. And we can see players looking for cookies here. Hold on. Here we go.
Take him around for the defense.
Thank you. Thank you for the cookies.
Saying, how did the cookies match up to the usual brownies?
They were good. Rachel did a good job. Unfortunately, Sophie's not here today. Dan's missus usually makes the victory brownies, but Rachel did well with the victory cookies, so we're happy.
So with today's product, obviously, Pete Jones taking over as head coach today. I think he did a fantastic job of getting this team ready for what they faced. A big break before this game. It looked like you were firing in all cylinders.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, offensively, it looked pretty slick. Pete trying a few slightly different things using the base kind of scheme we have in there. See new QB today with his debuts. Only had 2 weeks getting to know the guys. Did a really good job. I think came to speak to you guys at halftime. But Ethan did really well out there. So shout out to Ethan and his family back in California. But yeah, I mean, my OMVP today I think probably has to go to Brighton, as I call him, Josh Petrie. Call him Brighton because I was commentating on a game with Tebbs last year in the Division 2 final, and he was the quarterback for Brighton Uni at the time in that game against Swansea. Played a hell of a game.
I mean, that was certainly a surprising game. I mean, we didn't see that victory coming, and it was, mainly due to George Petrie.
Yeah, he had a hell of a game there, and he's come in to do his masters now, and yeah, he balled out today. He played a bit of wildcat Q, a bit of running back, a bit of tight end. Had a great game. I think he had a passing, receiving, and rushing touchdown.
Yeah,
so fair play to him.
He did the trifecta, and Ethan was excited to talk about him at halftime too. One thing I wanted to note: lack of penalties. It seems that that's been drilled into this team. Has that been a focus?
It's because I made cookies for the refs and put them in the changing room, and I think that's the only reason. So it worked really well.
I know you're joking, but there's some people out there that will take that seriously.
It's that UWE money, isn't it? Come on now.
But no, it's been a fantastic game. Obviously, every week now, there's games on the schedule.
Yes, so next 3 weeks on the trot. So we've got, Durham next week, then Loughborough. So 3 o'clock next Saturday, 6 o'clock the week after, and then the following Sunday we're at Nottingham for the big revenge game. Should be good.
I think it's all building up to that Nottingham game. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for the cookies, obviously. Appreciate it. And yeah, we'll let you go and chat to your coaches, celebrate a little bit, and enjoy it.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you very much. As offensive coordinator Frankie Pankhurst, as he makes his way back to his team, we will make our way home, I think.
It seems to be that Pete is over there enjoying himself a little bit too much, and we wouldn't want to tear him away from it.
No, not at all. So thank you to everybody that joined us today. Thank you very much to CheersMate Productions for this. Fantastic as always. The coverage, amazing and to be expected. Thank you, Chris Tebbett, for joining me.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
And thank you to everybody back home. We hope you have a lovely evening, and we will see you very soon for the next UWE game.
Thank you.